Let us try to describe one of the possible scenarios of further escalation in the Middle East. So begins Alexander Dugin, a Russian philosopher, geopolitician and former professor of sociology at Moscow University, in one of the most frightening texts NewsVoice has ever republished. It was posted today by Dugin on Twitter, X. Time equals 500 ms, greater than by Alexander Dugin. The Palestinian uprising began in the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Mahmoud Abbas cannot contain the situation, and seeing Israel carrying out a full-blown genocide in the Gaza Strip, the Palestinians launch an all-out revolt. Time equals 400 ms, greater than the IDF continues to massacre civilians in the Gaza Strip. There are growing protests around the world against Western pro-American liberal elites standing unanimously in favor of Israel. Hezbollah gets involved and crowds of Arabs from Jordan break through the cordons at the border. The US launches preemptive strikes against Iran, which is increasingly involved in the conflict, and Iran strikes back against Israel. Syria entered the war, attacking the Golan Heights. Time equals 400 ms, greater than there is a rapid mobilization of the entire Islamic world. Pro-American Islamic states, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar etc. are being forced to join the confrontation on the side of the Palestinians. They are joined by Pakistan, Turkey and Indonesia. The story of the Taliban sending troops to the Middle East from fake news becomes a reality. The black banners of Khorasan are hoisted over the world. Problems between Salafists and traditionalists, including Shiites, fade into the background. The great jihad of the Islamic world against the West and Israel is beginning. Russia takes first a neutral position, but does not rush to support Israel, as it is at war in Ukraine with the West, which in turn is completely on Israel's side. At some point in the uprising in East Jerusalem, Palestinians proclaimed the need to cordon off the Al-Aqsa Mosque for protection from the IDF. Al-Aqsa Mosque was mentioned at the beginning of the uprising in the Gaza Strip. Al-Aqsa flood. Israel, in the course of fighting armed Palestinian militias and in self-defense, launched a rocket attack on the mosque. It collapses. The path to building the third temple is cleared. But 8 billion Muslims, of whom 50 million, officially, are in Europe, start an uprising now in the West itself. Civil war erupts in Europe. Some Europeans are on the side of LGBT, Soros and Atlanticist elites, and some make an alliance with Muslims, on the model of Alain Soral, and join the anti-liberal revolution. The US uses tactical nuclear weapons against Iran. Time equals 400 ms, greater than Russia launches a tactical nuclear strike against Ukraine, which seeks to cling to the West at any cost and provokes Moscow in every possible way. World War III erupts with the use of tactical nuclear weapons. Russia finally makes up its mind and sides with the Muslims. American dispensationalists realize that the hour has come. Russia is attacking, albeit indirectly, Israel. GOG is here. In the Russian vision, the West is under direct rule of the Antichrist. Many world leaders die, and new ones with far more radical beliefs appear. China attacks Taiwan, distracting the US and NATO to a new target. India refrains from the direct support the US is counting on. The evening of history ceases to be languid. Feminists, gay activists and environmentalists demand an end to it all, but no one listens to them. Time equals 400 ms, greater than the West is forced to fight against everyone in the name of some goal it can no longer articulate. All the old theses about human rights, civil society, and other incantations have disappeared in the harsh reality of the coming total death. Elon Musk admits that he has completely stopped understanding what is happening. Israel is beginning, under blows from all sides, to build the third temple. Only Moshiach can save the situation.